Imagine, gentlemen, you could navigate through novels, articles, and research material at breakneck speeds, absorbing every vital detail, the kind of pace that turns heads. The average Joe reads at 250 words per minute, but you could be effortlessly soaring past 500, 600, or even more. If your hunger for knowledge is as voracious as I know it is, supercharging your reading speed isn't just advantageous, it's essential. Let's dive right in with some high-octane tips to blitz through pages like a pro. First off, that single word at a time method we were all taught as kids. The careful and meticulous approach has got to go. You're no novice. You've got the skills to read chunks of text simultaneously. By shifting your gaze slightly, about an inch or so at a time, you cover multiple words, even entire lines, in one visual sweep. It might be a tad uncomfortable initially, but like a muscle, train it and watch your pace skyrocket. Next up, let's tackle subvocalization, that inner voice that's slowing you down like an anchor. You've got to streamline how you internalize words because, believe it or not, your brain comprehends faster than you can articulate inside your head. Start by not vocalizing those filler words, you know the drill, and the. They're just speed bumps. Try it with values that you wouldn't typically read aloud, like dates. Your ultimate goal isn't to completely mute that inner voice but to turn down the volume and pick up speed. Now, let's talk about the common pitfall of rereading. This little backtracking habit is a giant wrench in your reading engine, breaking your rhythm and slowing you down. Too often, it's an automatic reaction to doubt. However, trust your brain, it's captured the gist more often than not. Focus on pushing forward, maintaining your groove, and you'll realize your brain's reading retention capacity is phenomenal. Here's a pro tip. Use a physical guide to trail through the sentences. Remember using your finger as a kid? Turns out, it wasn't just child's play. By guiding your vision, you sharpen focus, reduce the chances of rereading, and boost your speed over time. Then there's the battlefield of distractions. Eliminate external distractions. Period. Carve out a sanctuary for reading, where interruptions don't have a VIP pass. This is about creating an environment where your mind is primed for retention without the threat of having to circle back through text you've already conquered. And gentlemen, be tactical, skim the little word soldiers that don't carry as much meaning. Those to's, ands, these, brush past them. By de-emphasizing these lightweight words, you're trimming the fat and devouring the meat of the content. Furthermore, strategize your reading approach. Think of it as entering a battlefield with a game plan. With nonfiction, the headings, bullet points, they all point to the hot zones of information. Identify what's crucial, skim what's not, and maybe even drop the ballast altogether. This isn't about the words per minute. It's about time efficiency, about prioritizing what's valuable for you. And for those seeking regimented improvement, look no further than speed reading apps. They are your digital coaches, setting up drills, funneling in your own content, and pushing you towards ever-increasing reading velocity. But let's not forget the heart of the matter: comprehension. Reading at Formula One speeds is no good if you can't remember the course. Balance is key. Find that sweet spot between speed and understanding. This isn't about records, it's about your personal best. As you're adjusting gears and stepping on the accelerator, keep in mind that reading styles vary. What's fast for some may be snail pace for others. The objective here isn't to rival your peers but to outrun your past self. Now, for a moment of brutal honesty, tripling your reading speed overnight is a far-fetched dream. Beware of the overhyped speed reading traps. What I'm offering today is raw, genuine advice to fine-tune those reading reflexes over time. It's all about transformation through persistence. Stick to it, gentlemen, and the results will speak, nay, they will shout. Speaking of learning, one powerful tool at your disposal is transforming book wisdom into actionable insights. If you resonated with these strategies, remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and ring the notification bell. Doing this not only supports our journey together but guarantees your place in the ranks of those armed with knowledge and prowess, ready for success. In the vast ocean of knowledge, remember the mantra: knowledge is power, but applied knowledge is a superpower. What strategies from today's discussion are you ready to deploy in your daily reading endeavors? As we close this chapter of our narrative, if you found the strategies valuable, and they put some wind in your sails, feel free to express your gratitude with a little something in the tip jar. The link's waiting in the description. Until our next venture, keep reading, gentlemen, wisely, purposefully, and, of course, swiftly. Hey there, it's Max Sterling. Today, we're plunging deep into a topic that can transform the way you handle life's daily grind, the power of willpower, and how to charge it back up when it's running low. If you've been riding along with me, you'll know we've been dissecting habits, their formation, and the ways to weave constructive ones into the fabric of our lives. If you just jumped on board, I encourage you to delve into the previous discussions for a complete understanding, because we're all about positively revolutionizing our lifestyles here. It's no secret that as the sun arcs across the sky, our willpower tends to dwindle. That persistent slide into what's known as ego depletion can result in the unwelcome embrace of impulsivity, disrupting the good habits we've worked so hard to build. Today's golden question is: how exactly do we recharge the willpower battery to snap out of this slump? Let's kick off with a fascinating discovery by researchers at Columbia University, led by Professor Jonathan Levitt. They scrutinized over 1,000 parole hearings and observed an astounding pattern. The likelihood of a prisoner getting parole didn't hinge on their conduct, the severity of their wrongdoing, or time served. It hinged on the time of day their hearings were scheduled. In the crisp morning air, a prisoner's chances were a solid 65%. Yet, those odds plummeted to a mere 20% right before lunch. What's to blame? Decision fatigue. With every decision, a sliver of willpower is shaved off. As judges' reserves eroded, the default became to deny parole. Better safe than sorry, right? But here's the twist. Post-lunch, approval surged back to 60%. This case study perfectly encapsulates the impact of replenishing willpower, and the judges did it with two simple strategies. Firstly, food is our fuel. We can't chow down on candy bars and expect to be titan of discipline moments later. A study of high school students highlighted this. Those who started the day with a low glycemic breakfast, like eggs and grapefruit, sustained superior academic performance all morning. Those who indulged in high glycemic treats enjoyed a brief spike of brain power, only to crash shortly after. And the breakfast skippers? Disruptions and distractions were the order of the day. Clearly, what we eat is intimately intertwined with willpower. Our brain craves glucose to function, but it needs the right kind of glucose, slow-burning fuel to provide sustained energy and willpower. The second switch the judges flipped? They shifted their brains from the exhaustive thinking mode to standby mode. Think of it as giving your brain a well-deserved coffee break. Take a stroll, bask in your surroundings, and let a touch of idleness revive you. It's not about being unproductive, it's about strategic recharging. Consider this: even a brief walk can resuscitate your willpower significantly. Now, there are countless ways to slip into standby mode. For instance, intersperse work stints with light-hearted YouTube videos, catch an episode of my favorite show, or shoot the breeze with friends. Overwhelmed by constant cogitation? Meditation could be your silver bullet, sharpening your ability to still your thoughts and seize control of them. But the crowning piece of the willpower puzzle is sleep. As we slumber, our brain's need for glucose diminishes, and our bodies optimize blood sugar usage, replenishing our willpower without the need to refuel with food. Skimp on sleep, and you'll notice your willpower withering, as well as your glucose metabolism going haywire. To recap, the trifecta of willpower rejuvenation: opt for low glycemic meals, swing into standby mode when the mental fog creeps in, and never underestimate the regenerative power of a solid night's sleep. It's crucial to note, though, that we've merely scraped the surface, focusing on biological aspects of willpower. The tides of contemporary research suggest that our mental framing of willpower and our underlying motivations could be far weightier than these biological factors. Stay tuned, as we're about to navigate the psychological cosmos of willpower in our next talk. If you found pockets of wisdom in our discussion, feel free to fuel the journey with a contribution. Your generosity fuels this content and enables the wisdom to flow freely. If you haven't already, I invite you to join the tribe by subscribing, liking, and ringing that notification bell. It's more than just a click. It's a commitment to growth, success, and the strongest version of yourself. When modern life dating throws us curveballs, when the bulldog mindset is put to the test, and when enduring the storm of a recession, we want to ensure that the divine masculine within us remains unshaken, that we embody career wisdom and practical wisdom in every corner of our existence. And with that mission in mind, let's rally together as a community of strong, successful males on the quest for personal finance mastery, in the realms of real estate, and within the legal and credit spheres. Whether we're on a path of semen retention for spiritual balance or monk mode for intense personal development, our collective pursuit is lifelong learning and the cultivation of a male empire that cherishes wisdom and practicality. In the spirit of the strongest male hero ever, I challenge you to step into your own power after absorbing today's insights. Which of these strategies will you implement first? Will you refine your diet, carve out time to switch off, or prioritize your restful nights? Share your action plan in the comments below. Remember, investing in personal fortunes isn't just about trading, stocks, and real estate. It's about investing in yourself, in digital marketing, in honing that intellectual edge. The smart money tactics aren't reserved solely for Bitcoin enthusiasts, they're for anyone ready to take their life's reins firmly in hand. And, if you've unearthed value in our dialogue, consider tipping a token of appreciation. Your support is monumental in perpetuating this shared wisdom journey we're on. Keep charging your willpower, keep reinventing daily. Until next time, it's Max Sterling, signing off.